And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a Harding High School Telecom production featuring the boys basketball team from Marion Harding High School against the Highland Scots. I am Scott Cameron, and to my right is
Josh Votaw.
And Josh, you were here last night covering in my stead. I had a last-minute arrangement that was made for me, so thanks for covering me last night. And as the Prexy girls beat the Scots of Highland last night, close game, 3-4 points, right?
Yes, it was. It was a very defensive game for sure.
And I think we're going to have a pretty tight game here tonight, potentially, as we come in here tonight. Tell us a little bit about the teams, Josh.
Well, we're looking at two teams here. One's very mature. Highland is coming in here with 10 upperclassmen on the varsity roster and 5 of those seniors compared to just 3 seniors for Marion Harding. But both records are 2-2, so this should be a game right here.
Right, and as that ball goes off the legs of Schmidt, and that's the thing. You were saying that Highland is 0-2 in the conference. Last game, they lost to Pleasant by 9, and last game for Harding, they lost to Shelby by 20, a tough team for anyone in the conference. So let's get in it, and here we are going to second play of the game here on the other end of the front court. And Harding has the ball around the horn, and it's driven in by Dyer. Handed off, and stuffed. Jones shot. Boy, it was brought back right back at him. And down comes the court is Church, and he's carrying the ball. And referee, man, tight defense there. So tight, ref has to call the 5 seconds there. Pulls up, off the mark by Toombs.
Gets the rebound, though.
Yeah. Long cross-court pass to Dane Nauman. Kind of looked like a walk, and oh my goodness gracious. Marcus Hemphill, the 6'3 freshman. Jeez cow. I tell you what.
This looks very similar to the JV game. I did get a chance to see that here. Marion Harding did win 40-37. So it was a very tight game.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. It was it's been pretty physical so far. They're just kind of feeling each other out. And a long 3 shot up by Brock Church. Brock Church shoots the 3 and makes that. And that gives Highland the 3-0 lead. Harding really kind of trying to break down the defense of the Scots. Ball in, Jones kind of gives a push off. Bunny from the elbow doesn't go in, rebounded by Nauman. And of course, great Dane Nauman, quite the athlete, quite the football player, leading the conference in rushing, etc. So quite an athlete, and see how Harding deals with him down the paint, because I know we'll have to get some stuff in the paint going. Long 3, off the mark, rebounded by Jones.
You see, Highland's got a lot of guys down there in the paint.
Oh, they're big. They're tall.
Yeah.
They got a lot of tall guys. Long is going to draw the free throws.
So they're filling up that paint. They don't want anything to get driven in there. There's no chance of it. So Harding's got to take advantage of those outsides, mid-range jumpers. Correct.
And Harding is they know Harding's best advantage is that driving. And so here's the deal. If they're going to drive, you can drive, but you also got to dish too, you know what I mean? So it's a situation where Harding might be able to beat them offensively, but I'm interested to see how they handle that, because that looked like a pretty tight defense as Hemphill gets the rebound. Back out to Long, back out to Jones. Jones setting up the offense. All men in motion. Looks for the block. Hemphill gets the ball. Second hash. Nice backdoor pass. And in. Jeffrey Jones. Woo. Oh, my goodness. Boy, I thought that was going to get stuck on top of the rim, man.
Yeah, it looked like it was just going to stop there and stay there for a second.
It's like you were. I thought like Zach Morris called timeout, and Saved by the Bell, and just going to stay there.
Just like a freeze
Nauman
frame.
Pulls up, short shot. I don't know if that was blocked. He's asking for a foul. Wasn't going to have it. Long goes to the hold. Long with his 3rd point of the evening, giving Harding the 5-3 lead. It's Church.
Oh.
He's going to get fouled. Long a little too assertive on the defensive front.
Saw that happen a lot in the JV game.
Handsy?
Very physical, a lot of fouls from both sides, well over 12 fouls, 10 on one side, 12 on the other.
Oh.
It was really bad.
Well, it is one of those things where you can play a game. Great defense always starts with the feet, and if you're going to get handsy, you're going to get a lot of fouls. So we'll keep an eye on that, Josh. And that's going to go to Harding. Long did a great job of laying off of that. Very tempting, and Nauman took the bait. Jones brings the ball down the court. Nice tall ball screen by Stokes. Over into the corner. Jones brings it back out. Back up to Hall, or Long. Jeez, why do I keep calling him Hall? Goodness gracious. 3 put up by Jones. Off the mark, off the back of the iron.
Oh,
a clang, double clang, friendly fire. Ooh, that was a double dribble. They didn't call it. He dribbled it with 2 hands. Dribble, then 2 hands, then dribble. That's a double dribble.
Thanks for breaking that down for us.
Hey, man. Just calling it how I saw it. It is one of those things where you want to be that ref that calls double dribble 90 feet from the other end. Yeah, I get that too. And, man, I tell you what, dude, we are seeing a ton of subs already.
Yes.
Good grief. I mean, halfway through the first quarter, and both teams barely not have a original starter on the floor. So that tells you it's either going to be physical or fast, and so far it's definitely been physical. Man, double teaming on Church.
Yes, I was just going to say that this type of defense is very similar to what I saw in the last game as well.
Yes.
It seems that whoever has the ball, they try and 2-man.
Yes, it's a half
double
court.
Up.
It's a half court trap, but it's so apparently Harding doesn't think too much of Highland's ability to handle the pressure or to possess the ball. So they're hurrying them into a bad shots or a turnover. And Highland will take the ball out underneath, setting up in a box formation.
And let's see if they can get it in.
Elbow screen, and boy, yeah, they were running out of time. They're taken by Dyer. Dyer takes right to the block, chin to the rim, banks it off. 2 points for Dyer. And it's that pressure, that great defense by Harding, and Highland's just having to fits with it, really.
Yep.
Right now. Goodness gracious, and fortunately,
forces the turnover. Sees him down court. Lays it up.
Oh,
it doesn't
could not get in.
Highland gets the rebound. There's somebody loses a shoe.
Yeah, got a flat tire. Got a timeout. Oh, more than likely be a 30 seconds. And honestly, Highland could probably use the timeout right there. They probably needed one because they need to figure some stuff out. So, hey, we're going to go ahead and stay here. We got a 30-second timeout. While we're here, we do want to note that we did have the pregame appreciation for our trainer here at Harding High School, Tim Brown, who's been here for more than a handful of years and has done amazing things for not only our school, but not only our student athletes, but our entire athletic programs that we have here, and really kind of set the bar high. We've been very fortunate to have great trainers here. I know Jill Schlecht was here, and then Tim came in, and that transition was great. Sean Kearns has done a great job. The board's done a great job to make sure that our athletes are taken care of. So just wanted to give a shout out to Tim there and give him a thank you, as Highland's going to be real close to getting that 10 seconds. Here it is. I was sitting there counting it too in my head. I'm like, they are at 7 seconds, and he just got the ball. They are dead meat. They are dead meat.
That's one of those things too that you think 10 seconds is a long time, but it goes by real quick.
Really quick.
Yep. You think I've got 10 seconds to get this over the line, and next thing you know, it's just been 2 seconds too long.
Correct. Katie into the game as he gives the ball up, and now we got Hemphill down in the block, takes one drop step, and kind of faded away from the rim, and we just still cannot get it in there. Katie tries to mix things up and pokes it out. Gonna go to Highland. Nice pressure defense there by Katie off the rebound, almost forcing a turnover, but Harding setting up in a full court man defense. See if it's a press. No, it is a trap defense. Doesn't work.
Dribbles it.
Steck really just tried taking it to the hole and couldn't finish. Lost the ball. As the head coach of the Highland boys basketball team, Michael Delaney, looks on, kind of talking to the official, but to no jest. Jones, that was not a bad pass. Not a bad pass by Jeffrey Jones. He needed to put English on that because Hemphill, his feet were perfect on the block. He had great positioning, but Jones's pass, it needed to assist him in his positioning. That's one of those things you see old men do, put English on the ball in an entry pass and stuff. It's something that's just one of those fundamental things. Sometimes kids don't pick that up. Look at the pressure defense. Hemphill almost loses it before he gets it. Boy. Katie puts up a three just off the mark. Not a bad look as there was a far defender or a far offensive player ready to rebound. Just didn't go in. Good look, though. Really putting pressure on Toombs. Goodness gracious. And much to the dismay, Katie pleading for an offensive foul as I believe Toombs gave him the old Dennis Rodman, or not Dennis Rodman, David Robinson. They are quite possibly the most opposite on the spectrum of gentlemanlyhood as you could possibly have.
Just
the complete opposite. As night is day.
Yeah, there's...
My bad, everybody. Chase Brooks with the ball up top. Around to Church, and Church kind of looking around, finds Toombs in the corner off the mark, and Long's going to get that. Takes it. Oh, baby! Nice Euro step to get around the defender, giving Harding a 9-3 lead with almost 30 seconds left in the quarter. Been really kind of a fast quarter, right, Josh?
Yeah, it's been fast, but defensively.
Not as fast as Dyer going down there and off the mark, but Hemphill follows it up, putting in an easy deuce. Woo! It's a flurry of points here by the Presidents. As a three ball put up by...
Rebound by Highland, goes up, gets denied.
Hemphill says, not today. Climbing that ladder. Kind of seeing some of the, just watching this here, Josh, during dead balls, there's a lot of physical contact between the players and even sometimes the players and the officials.
Yes, actually. I noticed that as well. It's
tense. It's a tense environment. You can tell the players they really want this win. They both teams know this is a opportunity to catapult them not only into a winning record but conference play as well.
Checking in for Highland, number 2, Fort Sears.
Iden into the game, receives the ball with 10 seconds left. Moving down the court. And Iden is a great athlete. He may be a little bit smaller, but he is shifty. And step back three, not good, but that's not going to make it. Folks, we're going to go ahead and take a break here, and we will be back for the second quarter of the President's basketball game. whoever put it in order.
Into the front seat, Jones, Long, and Hinton.
I don't like it.
I can't tell if this is a male transitioning cheerleader or a female that's transitioning into a male. Could be flat-chested female with pants. Can't tell.
The committee has nominated you to go ask. And folks, we're back here for the second quarter at Marion Harding High School. This is Harding High School telecom production. I am Scott Cameron, and to my right is Josh Votal. Josh, what did you see in that first quarter?
Very physical, both sides. Saw a good defense on Harding. They've done very well at making sure that only 4 points got on the board that time.
And one thing, Highland's had some difficulty catching up with the athleticism of Harding, but one thing that I saw Highland do is they close up on the shooters very well. They close that gap, they close that space, and they will force Harding to shoot overhand, and that's hard to do. And as that three ball goes in and a missed opportunity for the Presidents, now they're only up 11-7.
And that's
go ahead.
And it's something that we're not seeing.
Out of control by Toombs.
Yeah. We're not seeing Harding get too frustrated.
No, they're keeping their cool, relative cool. Ball put up by Long, cannot get in. He gets the rebound, chin to the rim, attaboy! That is what you want to see.
They may have been frustrated with the call here and there, but
correct. Well, yeah, I mean it's an intense environment, but that right there by Long, great rebound, kept his chin to the rim, and banked it in. Oh! Church is going to get the and one opportunity. Coach Pearson trying to plead his case for the foul being on the floor.
That's his second, team fourth. The line for Highland.
As there will be an array of substitutes because you can only sub in on free throws before the play begins. So in other words, if you're shooting 2 free throws, you can only sub in after the first one. So the next one will be a play game. So at the line is Brock Church, who, my goodness, it seems pretty obvious that's their man. Completes the old-fashioned three-point play, making it a 3-point Harding lead. Ball down to Long. Long plays to the top. Jones around to Jones and back to Dyer. Dyer with the Euro step. Ooh! Coach kind of wanted a
jump ball.
Yep, it's a jump ball. The coach was wanting to travel, but that was a great Euro step. Yeah, I'm sitting here watching Coach Delaney from Highland. I mean, he is pleading his case, but it's one of those things where I know the Euro step is kind of it's an accepted part of the game now. I remember being like 16 when I first saw guys doing it. I'm like, I don't like this. This just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
part of the game.
And it's just been something that you see everywhere.
Correct.
It's not just something that's new.
Church off the mark, but here we are with the three-point shot off the back of the iron by Toombs. Ball handed off to Church and out of control. It seems like it's chaos. Schmidt has the ball and will draw the foul. This
is the type of physical game that I saw a little bit of this as well in the JV game. And that's why it was so closely contested, because both teams are really fighting for the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Really fighting for rebounds, and just defensively just strong on both sides.
Yeah, both teams are leaving this on the court, man. And like I said, they sense the need for a conference win. They both need one.
Yeah, and plus this will bring them above 500, whoever wins.
Correct.
So
they know it's all the implications. Church drives, goes to Cherry side, pulls up, and gives off again, but out and around and about, ends up in Layden Jones' hands. Jaden Jones has the ball up top with Church.
Looks
guarding.
like Highland here,
Katie puts up a three.
giving
off
a little
the mark.
extra space.
Yep, they were given that space. Oh, nice pass down low. No look pass to Jeffrey Jones. Good left-handed pass. And, you know, what would have made it even the best pass would be a nice bounce pass. But he need to get down there and get it off quickly.
Looking for three again.
Oh, off in the corner by Gavin Toombs. That is a large freshman, Josh. That is a large freshman. We call that corn-fed where I come from. So, Jaden Jones, long
with a deep three.
Deep three, off the mark. Ooh, almost rattled around, and someone lost a shoe again. And play does not have to stop, as it is a defensive spot.
Fight
and
for the ball.
Ooh, that's actually a travel because he lifted up his
called
timeout. Yeah, that
right
was
before that.
Yep, because once your knees are on the ground, you cannot, and you have the ball, you can't lift your knee off the ground. That's a travel. They called timeout. So lo and behold, here we got a 30-second timeout. Josh,
I think somebody needs to teach them how to tie their shoes a little tighter.
Yes, correct. Maybe they need some of those shoes from Back to the Future too.
Oh, with the straps?
Yeah, and if yeah. I'm so disappointed. We just don't have the flying cars and everything else, you know.
Yeah, not me. I'm okay with not having flying cars because I've seen how people drive, and I don't want to see
without
that in
flying.
the air. Yeah.
You don't need another complicator.
Right.
Well, to each his own, Josh. Some of us don't have our pilot's license.
I will though still say the hyper tube. I'm down for that.
Ball spot taken out and dribbled off the foot. Good effort by Long. Great defense. And there's that pressure once again by Harding that's really putting Highland, giving him some fits. Now that's
hand on it.
Yeah, but just goes out of bounds, unlucky bounce. But still it's that pressure. And Coach Pearson pointing to Dane Nauman down low saying, who's got this kid? So that is the danger. If you have some success on that pressure defense, you suck up too much. You leave backdoor stuff open
almost
like that. And, Stokes just a bit too aggressive. Hands went through the wrong place at the wrong time.
But he saw that coming, and he was right on it.
Oh, yeah.
If that was a football
play, it was a great play. Yeah, it was just – in basketball, that was a foul. But unfortunately. Okay. Taken out is Sears, and Sears, man, a little bit of a trouble given off there by Aaron West.
Bounces around. Nobody has control.
And that's going to go back to Harding. Yep, it's going to go to Harding. Folks, Josh and we're trying to look at the Highland roster with their names. It is not in numeric order, so we have to hunt for the name. So we're like, where's 20? Oh, there's 20. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so it's not in numeric order. It's by class. So if we're a little late on the names, we apologize. This is the first roster I've ever seen in my life that separates it by class. But here we are. Long has the ball. Up top to Jones. Katie in the corner. Shoots a three. Nice look off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Highland. Taken out there by Toombs. Good, strong rebound. And there's that pressure that, Josh, we've been talking about so far all this game.
Yeah, and they've done well with it.
Harding really believes that they can out-athlete them. Ooh! Nice backdoor look. Off the mark. Going to stay here for the Scots.
And the one thing about the pressure, though, has gotten them in some foul trouble here.
It has.
You know?
Well, I mean, the foul's being 6-1.
Yeah.
Which that says all you need to know. Oh, good strip by Long. Ends up into the hands of Dyer. Dyer bringing the ball down the court to Long. Cuts through, Euro step, and bank the ball into the hoop. Somebody bank the ball in. Jeez. Josh,
guys,
there's only one James Worthy. I'm just saying it. There's only one James Worthy. Not everyone has the finger roll. And that's okay.
And they're forcing it down there in the paint where Highland is very strong. So,
yeah, well, like we said earlier, they seem to be packing it in, but they are closing out gaps. They were closing out gaps a lot more. They have not been closing out the gaps as well, but we're not making any jump shots, so there's no need to close the gaps. As Long has the ball, cuts right to the block, and he's going to draw 2 free throws for the Presidents. See who the foul is on. 32, Brock Church. That's his first foul, and that's the guy you want to drive towards and put that dude in some free throw trouble, right? Or foul trouble, and get some free throws in the process. So.
Yeah, he's been their big scorer tonight for sure.
Can I just say something? Court Sears for Highland. That is quite a majestic head of hair that young man has. Number 2? I mean, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's like Corey off of Boy Meets World. I mean, it is majestic. Whew. Like a real-life poodle, man. Off the mark, but the offensive rebound by Stokes on the block. Can't find it. Kind of fades away. Still finds it. Whew. My goodness gracious. 20-13. A little over 2 minutes left in the half. Church dribbles around. Church going to want to receive it again, but Long has it, and should be an easy 2 for Long. Long is having his way athletically with the Highland Scots. Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Iden. Anytime you're stopping the progress of a player with 2 hands, doesn't matter if you're touching them or pulling them. If you put your hands on them, they're going to call it a foul. So that's going to be 7 fouls to 2. 1-1 here. Luckily, it's under 2 minutes. But you're right, Josh. It's that physical defense.
Yes.
Harding believes they can hold on to that and maintain the lead, and they're going to keep doing it. But they do have a deep bench. They play and rotate a lot.
Yes. And that's something that they did the last time as well. We saw those rotations.
Yep.
And
Steck makes both of those, by the way. Iden bringing the ball down. Off to Long at the 45. Long drives straight to the hole. Oh, my goodness. Someone give that defense some CPR. Oh, my goodness. It's just, a little bit of a funky fall there by Ranger Steck. Iden gets his second. He knows he's coming out. Oh, he has to come out. Yeah, yep. Just as we said there, folks, can't sub until after the first free throw.
Yep.
This is going to be continuous play. First one goes in, and I tell you what, Steck here is giving them some form of life by making some of these free throws down the stretch here at the end of the first half.
A minute and 27 seconds left. There's still a lot of time.
Well,
this is still a close game.
Oh, absolutely. It's within reach. As once again, man, Josh, they are 6 of 7 from the free throw line. And as you and I have said before, preached over and over, free throws that's the difference between winning and losing, man.
Yes, and that's what kept the Highland girls in the game last night. They made 100% of their free throws.
Wow. Heat check by Long, and that yields the ball to Highland. Long 3 by Church. Oh, my goodness. That was a nice catch in motion it was a great, I mean, he just fell right into the shot. That's the kind of stuff where you're sitting in the gym shooting over and over, hours and hours in the summer, a perfect shot. High ball screen set up. Ball
Open
back
in the
out
corner.
to Landon Jones, off the mark. Oh, and Long reaches up there and grabs it off, and there goes Dyer with the three-point shot.
And that's where we saw all the Highland guys right underneath the basket, so we've got 3 guys around the outside that are wide open.
Oh, yeah.
Used his hips a little bit.
Well, the thing that makes me a little bit, I understand, I would have called it a foul too.
Yeah.
My only thing is the guy really wasn't, he really was not trying to make progress. So Steck really baited him into the foul, and he wasn't making any progress up the floor. So at what point then do you say, does Jaden Jones have a right to that ground? And maybe they're talking about that, I don't know, but.
I think they're just getting clarification on who it was on.
Once again, Steck really kind of keeping him alive here, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
Making some high IQ plays and making his free throws, folks. That's all it's all about. So this young man, who is not the largest of character, making some great high IQ players, and I'll take a smart, average-sized athlete any day over a giant, non-high IQ.
And he has scored 6 points on all free throws.
Yeah, it's literally kept them in the game. If he was not in the game, or if he did not come here, it would be almost over by halftime. And there will be a foul called by Highland, majestically, 9-3 now.
Highland foul number 32, Brock Church.
Yeah, and that's the one thing is you want to make sure that when it comes to being a physical team, and if you have a team that can shoot well from the line, you don't want to get in foul trouble like this.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
And that's where they've been getting most of those points, because they've been over and they're in that bonus territory.
Ooh, that's another easy foul. Called by Zach Schmidt.
Highland foul number 1, Zach Schmidt. That's his first.
Katie entering the game.
Prexy sub number 12, Trey Katie.
27-22, Marion Harding with the lead. 9.1 seconds left in the half. See what they do here.
And Hemphill needs to get out of that paint. Could have been at 3 seconds. Under 5 seconds. Long using his athleticism. 3-point shot by Jaden
At
Jones.
the buzzer.
Oh, folks, that's a dagger. I mean,
that's how you want to go into the locker room at halftime, for sure.
I'm just watching the body language. I'm watching the body language. About half the team for Highland kind of going in with their, when they're jogging their shoulders. It's not a confident. That was a shot to the gut. Big shot there by the Prexies. Folks, 30-22. We will be back here for the second half action from the Harding High School Telecom production.
I just got the yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here for what should be an eventful and physical second half of the boys basketball team from Marion Harding against the Scots of Highland basketball team. Josh, I think I need a Gatorade from the first half.
For sure. I'm telling you, both teams absolutely physical, fast pace, and it's just I love what we're seeing from Harding, actually. This is what they need to do for the rest of the season and make themselves really competitive right here.
Yeah, and I know it's we've kind of been harping on this about the physicality of the entire thing, but the night that we honor our athletic trainer Tim Brown, goodness gracious, it's the most physical. We're making him work for his last night of money tonight, man. It's like, yeesh. So Harding will get the ball to begin the second half of play. Has a two high ball screens set up, and off the hands of Long, as I don't think he's quite ready, rolling around that side screen. And Highland's going to receive the ball here, and it's going to go back to Church, who's had quite a first half of action as he puts up a second half shot, and it goes in. Sheesh. count the points there, Josh, how many he's had, but I know Long has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. He has 15 points in the first half.
He's got 13.
Yeah, so
far.
we're basically seeing Long versus Church. Yeah.
Yep.
And
he gets the rebound there too.
yes,
So he's doing it all.
he is. He's making it happen. As Zach Church, his brother, is number 10, the freshman guard. Goodness gracious. Ball driven in by Toombs. He had another freshman
Steps inside.
Church off the mark. Dane Nallman going to draw the foul.
I don't know if that'll go in the books as a pass or a missed shot.
I believe that'd be a missed shot.
Okay.
It's a very convenient missed shot, though. As Highland has been stellar from the night. 8 of 9, now 9 of 10. That is literally keeping them into the ball game right now.
Yeah, and we talk about it every game. Free throws is something that you just really got to focus on.
Finally missed one as the law of averages has been fulfilled. Long out and ball put up by Braylon Dyer. Has second 3 of the night, giving him 8 points. Push off by Church. No call. Over to his brother, Church. Then down to Newman, and he is going to draw the foul. 2 fouls, Josh. Minute and a half.
Yeah, that's something that they got in foul trouble. Got those bonus shots for Highland last half. On track to do it again. I'm not sure if you want to keep doing that.
Flat 4 as the interiors fade back. You know, the thing I don't like about that foul, though, was that Nallman he put his head down. So, I mean, it's kind of like, hey, man, you put your head down, you're going to bull rush and try and he drew a foul. I don't know. Nonetheless, can't change it now. Long with a hard defense. Church comes back, receives the ball. Inside by Schmidt, over to Nallman. Nallman off the mark, draws the charge.
Highland foul number 24. Player
Yeah, he had
number 24, Dane Nallman.
Dane Nallman.
His first, team
We had a great position. Our feet were set, and he just turned right into it. So, great job, great defense by Harding there, anticipating that contact is.
Not sure what's going on here.
I think it might be a technical foul. No? Maybe there's some confusion. Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Well, yeah, there's some
again.
Folks, I feel like I just went to the Twilight Zone for the last 30 seconds because I don't know what happened, and I don't think our guys knew what to do either. But nonetheless, step back by Dyer. Ill-advised, but speaking of ill-advised, we're just bouncing around. Dyer recovers the ball, maybe setting it up sensibly, gives it off to Jones. Jones looks around, over to Long. Long doesn't find the block attractive, hangs around, going around the horn, driven in by Jeffrey Jones, puts it in for 2. 6'1" senior for Harding High School. Church being pressured defensively.
Getting close on that.
Again, that kid's a freshman.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, both teams have, Hemphill's a great freshman player. Both teams have had some stellar freshmen. Ooh, that was the right call. I know people are going to be mad at that, but it got his elbow.
Yeah, you could
hear it.
And we've got a headset on and everything.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Number 24, Braylon Dyer, his second, team
So it was elbow, then ball.
line for Highland. Church.
And Harding with the third foul is freshman Church at the line. Clanks it off the back of the iron as there will be a mass substitution by both teams.
Number 3, Leighton Jones. And number
More so by Harding.
Trey Beatty. In for Highland, number 2, Court C.
The second of the Aaron first. Put in this time. Harding inbounds the ball. There'll be a walk down with a man defense, as been the case
Almost
all
lost
night.
it there.
I know. Don't eat popcorn at halftime, folks. That's the moral of the story. Down low to Long in the block. Out to Katie for the three, and finally makes a three. Listen.
When you're playing, you're filling up the paint down low.
And that right there, you gotta charge once again. So, interestingly enough, kind of lollygagging the freshman into a freshman type mistake. Highland's going to take a timeout. Folks, we're going to be right back here. We'll be back here with 4:37 left in the quarter, 38-27. And we were able to see our Harding cheerleading crew there in action, hopefully. If you were not able to, then perhaps you should come to a game and watch it, right, Josh?
That's right. And you know what? We had a really great atmosphere last night. We had the pep band here.
Oh, that's the best. That's when it's jazzercise. Trey Katie, fadeaway shot, that lefty shot, just couldn't get in. And here's the thing, Katie shoots a lot of threes. He must be a pretty decent shooter if he's shooting a lot of threes. He did get one to fall in, and he'll just find his rhythm, hit his rhyme. And it's bobsled time for Brock Church. Yeesh. Cutting the Harding lead down to single digits at 8 points.
That's his 16th point of the night.
That's Katie's. Katie keeps shooting threes, and here's the thing. If he would have faked and driven right to the hole, there was nobody there. And I know Trey's kind of getting frustrated. I'm watching him play defense here. But Trey's, he's talking a little bit of jaw. Off the mark of hands of Stokes. And I know Trey Katie's kind of frustrated with things. Coach is seeing that and is like, hey, man, let's just talk about this.
Yeah. And
yep.
And they're doing that very, very physical defense where they're right up on them.
Absolutely. And there's a full court trap. Doesn't work. Half court trap. Oh, the ball bounces around. People on the floor. Oh, whoa. Yeah, we're having problems here. And cooler heads need to prevail. Folks,
both coaches.
33 needs a technical foul.
Both coaches stood up, looked back at their bench, and told them to stay there.
Yes, we don't need that. Yeah. So this is one of those things where coaches aren't normally supposed to be on the floor, so they're just trying to let cooler heads prevail. Refs are doing a great job at giving him that grace and kind of letting the coaches talk to their team, be like, hey, all relax, we still got to play a game. And, Gavin Toombs, he's a big kid, he's a big freshman, and he just kind of put himself in a position and
it was more like a football player going after a football.
Yes.
Than, yeah.
Uh-oh, now we do have
is it timeout?
Timeout by Highland. And Coach Delaney being very animated. Yeah, and we're just going to keep it here, folks. This is like watching Real Housewives of Orange County, but
I don't know about that, but
okay, you're right. It's not.
This is a little more interesting.
And folks, you're watching what we're watching. I know Coach Delaney's kind of
pleading his case with everyone.
Right, but the reality is, if you go back and watch that, it was both teams. It was a loose ball.
Right.
And Gavin Toombs, he grabbed the Harding player's head around the neck. It was not even going for the ball. He was just trying to rip him off, and it was just. So I don't know what Coach Delaney's arguing for, other than just to try and plead his case because they're down by 8. But sounds like salty tears. Nonetheless, Harding has the ball. See if Coach Pearson could calm and chill his team, as I have a feeling Highland's pretty fired up about that, but Harding's got to be cool as a center seat of a cucumber right now. Jeffrey Jones passes it off to Jaden Jones or to Stokes. Stokes finds Long, still on the perimeter.
Harding doing a good job right now, just passing the ball around,
yes.
Taking some time.
Correct, and this settles the game.
Yes.
No one's going, straight into someone or anything. So Long, and no call there, and kind of weird. Still no foul call. My goodness. Ugh. We do have a bird's eye view, but there's a couple things could have been called there. Jump ball wasn't one.
But
we do have a bird's eye view.
Yes, and they're doing a great job. And they've done. They've done a great job tonight.
The officials are trying to keep things under cool and collective, and I'm sure they're hoping for the quarter or a timeout to be taken too, because the tension is high. Shot off the mark, rebounded. Oh! Get out of my house! Ball hit out by Harding off Stokes, and that's going to remain here for the team in blue. Toombs is going to enter the ball. Finds Church. That gap closed. Over to Toombs. Toombs fakes. Goes up. Inside the charity stripe. Off the mark. Rebound by Jones. Over to Dyer. And up the court to Jaden Jones. Jones gets pressured. Over to Dyer. Doesn't see anything. Bringing it back out. Wisely setting
Coach
it up.
Just telling him to set it up.
Looks like a
Let's
motion.
work it around.
Yes. Yep. Motion play. Oh. Tough call. Tough call there.
Getting some fresh blood in here now. Give some folks some time to rest
and cool off. But and here's the thing, his feet were not the thing that caused the charge. It was the widening of his elbows, the old chicken wing, and he lets chicken wing go out there, and they're going to call that every time. So ball picked off. Finds Long down low. Long kind of shoves it off, anticipating a foul, and he faded away rather than going straight to the hoop. Oh. And a body foul being called on Jaden Jones.
Looks like got a sub coming in for Harding here.
Iden entering the game. Had a little bit of a frustrating first half. Ooh, dangerous chest pass. And that was off the mark. Stokes has the ball. 2v2, pulls it back out to Iden. Wisely. Dyer has the ball over to Iden. Iden looking to try to set something up. Doesn't find Layden Jones down on the block. Dyer takes straight to the hole.
Oh, in and out.
The old 360 outer. Just over a minute left. Ranger Steck, Mr. IQ himself, finds himself in a problem. Oh, and that's going to be a foul on Steck. Steck's frustrated because he was caught in a trap. Coach Delaney doing a good job cooling him because he was frustrated too. It's been tense, Josh.
Yeah, and not very many points scored here.
I have a feeling after this game we're going to need a foot washing and forgiveness moment for all parties involved. But that's also mostly because your feet stink, Josh.
Oh, well. I do what I can. Little baby powder in the shoes every day. Doesn't work sometimes.
You know they have foot powder. I was just at the Dollar Tree today and had a foot powder. It's Arm & Hammer foot powder for $1.25, which someone makes sense of that Dollar Tree. They should just call it 5/4 tree. Just get it over with. Call it 5/4, everyone's confused because of the fraction. Rebound still up for grabs, and Trey Katie. Honestly, Trey Katie.
We don't need students running on to the floor.
No, we don't.
We don't
need that. Yeah, Coach McCreary's going after him. He's kicking them out. Rightfully so.
Good call there.
Yep. Coach McCreary's telling him goodbye.
Gone. Yep.
Students should never enter the field of play ever, 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 ever. That, honestly, that should be a technical foul on Marion Harding because players entered the court.
And I think he's calling it now. No, doesn't call that.
And here's the thing. But Trey Katie, it was a hard foul. It was a hard foul, absolutely. But
and he went to help him.
He went to go help him. And he was trying to help him. You could see his – and they were just all over him, which I understand.
They've already got that mindset.
Right. It's already been tense. Easy foul. No problem. Easy foul. But, you could tell Trey was trying to help.
That was a smart foul there, too, because, you don't want him to get called a foul on the shot.
Correct.
You get it on the floor.
Correct.
You've got plenty before you're not in bonus territory. This is a smart play.
Yes. I mean, especially Long, who's been really eating them alive with the athletic plays driving to the basket. Zidane finds himself in the paint. Looks around. Finds Long. Over to Jones. Puts up the three. Layden Jones with a big three-point bucket for the Prexies. Church shoots a three off the back of the iron. And here's the thing, Josh. What's going to happen now? What's going to happen now is the officials are going to start calling stuff very tight.
Yeah, and that there was just going for the ball.
Yeah,
and it
wasn't a bad foul.
No.
But they're going to call it tight now.
Yeah.
Because they want to keep things under control. That's great officiating. I agree with that 110%.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you can kind of read it if it's being emotional or not, and it's clearly emotional now.
And we've still got a full period left to play.
Right, so you got to call it tight. It's not like people are kind of laughing it off or anything like that. You got to call it tight when it's like that. So good job by the officiating crew stepping up and recognizing that. Dyer with the ball with last second shot by Jaden Jones off the mark. Josh, we'll be back for the fourth quarter. I think we need a break.
enjoy the cheerleading.
Yeah, watch the cheerleaders. It'll make us happy. Change the tone. about anybody. So I have a feeling, even when the game is done. And we're back here at Harding High School for the fourth quarter of action between what has been a very emotional and physical game between the boys of Highland and the boys of Harding. 41-30 as Harding once again begins with the advantage of having the ball. I'm Scott Cameron, and to my right is Josh Votal.
Glad to be here tonight. Glad to have you here tonight.
Yeah, I know. I know you're mad because I went to a friend event last night, and now you're angry at me.
Well,
but here we are together, right?
Yes.
Church with the ball up to the top with to Toombs, and again a very eventful third quarter that had two pretty even skirmishes that took place. Church off the mark, finding ourselves here still in a pretty physical game. Toombs shoots a three, does not enter the hoop. Nauman with the rebound, tries to bounce, pass it over to the side, no good. Ooh, great play by Toombs.
Gets back on D, right.
Two-hand almost. He should have just grabbed it and yanked that, but he didn't. Harding sets up an offense, cooling the emotions on the court. Hemphill with the ball at the top of the key. Doesn't see the down-low action. Long takes to the hole and can't get the ball to go in and out. Yeah, sheesh. Dyer pulls the ball back out, chills things off.
That's happened several times tonight. The ball just goes
Oh,
all the
yeah.
way around the inside and
Yep.
can't fall.
But nonetheless, Harding with the 11-point advantage. Really, time is on their side, and they don't have to do really much of anything. Hemphill, and it's going to draw the and one. Harding 2 for 4 from the line tonight. You know, I could have seen that been called a charge,
Yes.
but I think there was it's kind of one of those things where the last charge is a little bit iffy. That was down there right in that exact same spot, so I think there was a little bit of a makeup call there benefacting the Prexies, but we still can't get the free throws in. 2 for 5 from the line tonight for the Harding Presidents as Charch has the ball at the 45. Can't find an open slot, but he does find his brother. Oh, Josh, isn't that nice?
Brothers playing ball
Well,
together.
they might be brothers. We don't know.
Well, that's true.
Maybe their parents are pastors and church is what they do.
Yeah.
Church has the ball. Blocked by Newman. Nauman down for 10-foot bunny. Off the mark. Tipped around by Long. Long looks to the right. Decides not to use that. Is going to draw a foul, and that's going to be bonus buckets. This is where the free throws come into play, Josh.
Yes.
The need for free throws.
The line for Marion, Marquis Long shoots 1 and 1.
And even if the most important is this front one. Obviously, because you have to make it to get to,
Right.
Yeah, but it just gives you more looks because you know it's going to be coming further down the pike too with more fouls as we get towards the end of the game.
Yeah, and especially, being down 14 points, possibly 15 here. And
Nice job by Long making both of those big free throws. And what that does, that really just kind of sets the standard in the bar to Highland. Like, okay, well, they made 2 free throws, so we have to be careful about just letting anyone shoot from the free throw line. It helps with confidence. Everything else, Trap is gotten out of.
Now this is where you want to see good defense, but you don't want.
Wow. Nice play, nice try, nice attempt. I tell you what.
Harding wants to play tough defense, but you don't want to foul because you're going to get into bonus.
Can I say something? Gavin Toombs. Gavin Toombs is going to be a handful by the time that kid's a senior. He is going to be a handful. you can just see the development through this game as he goes on to be, continues this year and the subsequent 3 years after. He's going to be a handful. That's going to be a guy that you want to watch later on.
And this is what you're looking at right now.
6 for 9.
Wasn't expecting it to be this big of a lead right now.
No. But it's in some of that tension is kind of left. Now the spread has kind of opened up a little bit. Wow, triple team. Goodness gracious. Toombs off the mark is 3. And again, refs are going to call this tight now. So Harding's been making their free throws much to their advantage.
Number 3, Leighton Jones. His first. Team 7. Bonus. The line for Highland West. Shoots 1 and 1.
And let's see what he does here.
Clanks off the back. Ball tipped around. Offensive rebound by Schmidt, and it doesn't. And they're going to say 2 shots. 2 shots for Zach Schmidt. And even though it's 47-30, it's still tense, but not like it was in that third quarter, man.
No,
that was it was like one of those things on Hoosiers where they get pushed into the trophy case and, basketball game is an emotional contact sport, folks, just like everything else.
Right.
But cooler heads prevailed, and it appears that the level heads have won over. A little over 5 minutes left. Harding up by 15 points. Jones passes the ball off to Long. Long finds Katie down in the side. Back out to Long. Long with the spin. Keeps it chin to the rim and...
Nope. Got a timeout. Called before that happened. I saw the timeout call.
I saw him stand up. He was like, I'm timeout. That.
Yeah.
And Coach Pearson, he didn't know.
Right.
So it was
right.
It was a good timeout, but man alive. So Josh, we got a little bit of time here. What's your? And we talked about Thanksgiving meals. What's your favorite Christmas meal? Is it different than Thanksgiving?
Yeah, actually, my family on my mom's side is very Italian, so it is lasagna and spaghetti and meatballs for Christmas.
Really?
Yes. So the lasagna.
Well, my family's Scottish, and we don't have haggis.
Well, your grandma's just not as cool as mine.
Apparently not.
That's
whoa! But he hadn't stopped with possession. So, right call. And that was a little flustery, as it looks like Highland's really trying to put the pressure on Harding, make them contain the ball. But yeah, calling Jaden Jones. Getting frustrated with the contact and.
Jaden Jones, that's his third. Team foul number 9.
Nope. Offensive fouls, you don't get the free throws.
Okay.
That is quite a beautiful, majestic head of hair. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm as a bald man, I can thoroughly appreciate things like that. Wow. Oh, my.
Finds it open.
Wow, that was a great Hail Mary pass there by Church, and that's pretty impressive, actually. I'll give him that. Layden Jones around a Long, who decides to bring it back out to the volleyball 10-foot line. Giving the space,
They're
wasting the clock.
Trying to run the clock down.
Oh, absolutely.
Just got to keep moving.
Oh, and Highland can't foul, right? So they're just
right.
They can only just kind of hope the Presidents get tired of playing offense and start shooting shots. And it's going to be how well can they be disciplined to not shoot shots. Down to the corner, Trey Cady. Off the mark, rebound by Hemphill, back out to Jones. Off to Cady, puts up another three. And that hit the top.
Yeah. Got the strap there. Good call.
That's a situation where Trey Cady has to realize, hey, man, you missed the first one. Okay, fine. You got a second opportunity at that, pull the ball back out. Just pull the ball back out. Set up an offense. The clock is your friend. It's not a time to worry about, can I get my shots or my stats?
And this is where we're going to see what Highland wants to do with it. Here.
Correct. Oh, nice. Denied defense by Long. Gets the ball. Left-handed shot. And he's going to get 2 free throws.
Now, what do you think here as far as Harding's defense would be for Highland?
What does Harding's defense do for what? Sorry?
What should they be in this situation with Highland?
Honestly, I wouldn't change anything yet. The aggressive, especially as long as you keep making free throws, keep doing it. It's working, right? I wouldn't change anything. Now, if you start missing free throws, don't put them on the line, because then you're just stopping the clock and they score points while the clock is stopped. But as long as they keep making their free throws, keep pressuring them. Keep pressuring. Don't change anything. I wouldn't change anything at all. Highland, on the other hand, they've got to go for all or nothing and play tight, but you can't foul.
Right.
You know, so with the foul situation, it's really put a pickle around the Highland Scots. As they're 8 for 11 from the line tonight. See, and that's the difference, Josh. 8 for 11 really puts this game away as Highland's chasing by 15 points. It changes things. Those free throws matter, and so.
And it's the same for Highland as well. If they didn't make their shots, this game would be way.
Well, you know, Harding
different.
was in his own defense there. So as a pressure zone. So Coach Pearson did change it up, but he put them in a position where they're less likely to foul, but still able to apply pressure. Oh, a weird-looking shot put up. Steck with the board, brings it back down. Toombs puts up the 3. Off the mark, rebound by Hemphill. With about 2 minutes left in the game. And there's a foul on Toombs, feeling the disrespected dunk attempt coming. So, as expected, fouls. Good foul.
Line for Marion, Marquise Long shoots 2.
Long has been doing a great job from the line tonight. Sorry if that's a kiss of death if any misses this. My apologies. I realized after I said, I'm like, dang it.
Almost.
Kid's having himself a game tonight. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe he has 20 right now. Long has 20 points. So 40% of your points coming from one player.
Brock Church has 16.
Yeah, so.
And the free throws, there's 12 points.
Right. So
for Highland.
Oh,
now.
Oh! Long trying to put the exclamation mark on the game of the evening. and could not take it down to the bottom of the net. Toombs puts up the 3.
3 points for Gavin Toombs.
3-point will cause a timeout by the Highland Scots. Waiting till both sides get to it. A full timeout. Folks, we're going to take a break here, and both teams are going to send their cheerleaders out on the floor.
Zone defense, felt that. I believe it.
And we are back here for the final minute 39 of the game, as Harding has the 14-point lead over the Highland Scots and look to move to 3-2, 1-1 in the conference. Hemphill has the ball, is pressured. Jaden Jones getting pressured, now double team. Bounce pass over to the corner and back out to Jones. And Coach Pearson's going to call a timeout. It's going to be a full one. Josh, we're going to go ahead and stay here this time.
All right.
Daggone it. The cheerleaders can't take our thunder all the time.
But they're going to try.
I know.
Right now.
Oh, my gosh.
Again.
Here I want to talk about deviled eggs. We'll watch the cheerleaders, Josh.
Great job by the cheerleaders there.
Josh, you have experience in that department, yes?
I do.
Where were you a cheerleader once again?
At Trevecca Nazarene University.
And what is their mascot? I can't recall.
They are the Trojans. The Purple Trojans. And we had a very highly contested, very physical game with a crosstown school.
What was it, Belmont?
Lipscomb.
Lipscomb, yep.
And it got very physical to where the alumni section was threatened.
Ooh.
Just I felt something was going down, so we wanted to be the example, and we made sure that both teams, both cheerleaders, everyone came out at the court. We hugged, and made sure that the fans knew, because a lot of the tension came from the fans from both sides.
Not the players,
Yeah, not the players.
Well.
And we actually had a helicopter with a spotlight over top, several police cars and canine units outside waiting just in case.
Well, I don't think we're going to have that here tonight, but Harding did survive a physical and emotional contest as they're just simply playing hot potato and possessing the ball, using the clock to their advantage, and
running it down the last 13 seconds.
Highland's tired as they've thrown the white flag and they've thrown the towel into the middle of the ring.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Got to try.
Oh, my. Folks, again, great game. Great physical, great environment. Sure, there was moments of tension and wondering what could go down, but again, cooler heads prevailed, and coaches, athletic directors. They did a great job. Referees as well.
Yes.
So, Josh, 51-37. I think we're back here. Is it next Friday?
I'm not sure.
I'll have to look. But, folks, you can always check out on the athletic website when the next home game is for either our boys team or our girls team. And you can enjoy coming here and just watching these kids play. Not only a great thing for our community, but a great thing for you to be involved as well and support these kids and the families and the coaches and all the things that are going on here, cheerleaders and everything else. So, Josh, any final thoughts?
Love one another. That's it.
Mahatmas Ghani is here. And so, folks, again, for Harding High School Telecom Production, I'm Scott Cameron. For Josh Votal, thank you very much for having us in your homes. Go Prexies.